What's up, guys, and welcome back to Book of Entertainment. So it's getting more and more interesting, and Minister Gayton McKenzie has finally apologized for all those seemingly racist posts that he was making, in the past, like a decade ago, and most recently, something like 6 years ago. So Gayton McKenzie has finally had this reflective moment, and he has finally come out and apologized. So in his first post, Gayton McKenzie said, "I'm the son of a black woman. I have children with a black woman. I fought my whole life for same treatment between black and colored people because we fought the same struggle." So this was the first post, by Gayton McKenzie having this reflective moment, and he even went as far as to say colored people don't enjoy the same privileges as black people in South Africa, although we fought the same struggle. This is and has always been my fight. So Gayton McKenzie is out here saying, you know what, colored people are screaming out for help, but no one is hearing them. So here Gayton McKenzie is sort of like suggesting that, you know what, there is no one representing the colored people out there, and I am here to represent those colored voices. And if you attack, or say anything racist about colored people, I am there to defend them because they don't have a voice that is representing them. So obviously this is true because most of the voters for Patriotic Alliance in itself, they are from the colored people. Those are the people, that support the Patriotic Alliance a lot. And Gayton McKenzie definitely stands, with colored people. So there's this one video, where Gayton McKenzie was comparing the funeral that was given to Mambinja and the one that was given to AKA. So Gayton McKenzie was showing the similarities to say the state did not even support AKA in any way whatsoever, but they pulled out everything, for Mambinja. And it's in line with the statement to say that black people are more privileged than colored people in South Africa. So this is the view of Gayton McKenzie, even though so many people are not going to agree with him. But on the AKA issue, I think the AKA family, they rejected support from the state, but somehow Gayton McKenzie seems not to know about that. So that is what he said for now. And another part, Gayton McKenzie said, you know what, I can never be guilty of racism. You can try other people, to try and take them down because of racism, but not me. But however, Gayton McKenzie did admit, that he did indeed tweet some insensitive and hateful things in the past. And he said, you know what, I was just like a troll, But the thing is that when Gayton McKenzie was tweeting all that, he wasn't young at all. It occurred 6 years ago in 2019. It's not like that was way, way, way too far, It's just 6 years ago. And he is out here saying I was a troll. I even cringe, when I see some of those things. So it's difficult, So to agree with this guy. But one thing is certain, Gayton McKenzie has definitely changed from that guy that he was 6 years ago. But the only thing with Gayton McKenzie is that it's taking him time, to mature, to grow up and show that he is now somebody who is completely different. But the good thing is that in 2025, he has definitely changed. He is no longer that guy that he used to be. So that's the good thing about it. But the only challenge that is there is that other people, they were removed in parliament for what they said back in 2014, especially Ronaldo, even though he had changed and was no longer that guy that he was in 2014. But here's Gayton McKenzie. 6 years ago, he tweeted all that he tweeted, He even admits, that it was insensitive and he was young. So the issue that is there is that should he be subjected to the same treatment that was subjected to others? Obviously, so many people would say he has to be subjected to that kind of treatment, but no one has the power to fire Gayton McKenzie within Patriotic Alliance in itself, because Patriotic Alliance is Gayton McKenzie. Without Gayton McKenzie, there is no Patriotic Alliance. So that's the only challenge and different issue that is there with Gayton McKenzie. And Gayton himself, he even gets support from his friend and ally, Gene Kunene, who tweeted, a few days ago and said, Gayton McKenzie is not racist, I've known him for quite some time now. So Gene Kunene definitely stands with Gayton McKenzie. So the funny part is that Gayton McKenzie was ready to open a case for those kids from Open Charts podcast who had made that same mistake that he made, and had said some insensitive things that he had said himself 6 years ago. So he was ready, to cancel them instead of teaching them. So one of the biggest downfalls for Gayton McKenzie, it's his love for social media, and always being tweeting, talking, whatever, etc., etc. That is like one of his weaknesses, and that's the problem with social media. When you tweet, and chatting on social media, you can end up saying certain things that you can never say in real life. So social media, it sort of gives you this illusion that you're sort of invincible, that you're sort of untouchable, and you end up saying so many things that you don't even believe in. And when it finally comes out, people will hold you accountable for what you said. So for Gayton McKenzie, it's very tough for him. He is now being held accountable for so many things that he said, that he thought he was joking and just being a troll online. So it's now coming back to bite him. So that's why, it's advisable for public figures to have someone who is professional to manage their social media accounts. So the reason why that is there, it is to ensure that they do not end up in Gayton McKenzie's feet, of being found wanting in terms of what you would have said. So this is Gayton McKenzie. He has apologized. So it's a matter of time, to see if people are going to accept this apology or not. But as things stand, that apology has been rejected. I'll catch you guys on the next one.